Welcome to Sell Your Books Saturday. Today's quote comes from Lisa Velthouse, who said, "The kind of marketing that will get done is, for the most part, the kind that is enjoyable." Hi there. My name is Christopher D'Armani, and I help authors go from blank page to finished first draft to published book with ease. And one of the ways that I help you do that is by helping you find a way of making every single element of this entire process enjoyable. Finding the joy in all those great little moments. That's the beauty of trying to do this stuff. I mean, this is why I do these videos. I love doing these videos because I get to help instill in you that sense of joy in this whole process, right? And because if a task is not enjoyable, we tend not to do it. We need to find a way of making our book marketing enjoyable because it's necessary. Our book is never going to sell if we don't do this. So if we're going to do a thing, we might as well do that thing with joy. Right? So how do you make book marketing enjoyable? It's really quite simple. By changing your attitude toward it. So one of the great ways, the beauty of the human mind is we can change our attitudes towards a thing really, really fast. Really, really fast. And emotion is a really great way of doing that. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to close your eyes. If you haven't published your book yet, I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you've just received a notification from one of the online retailers that a person you don't even know just gave you money for your book because they want to read it and learn whatever the thing is that you're teaching in your book. Imagine the joy, the gratitude, the excitement, whatever label you want to put on it. Imagine the joy and whatever the other emotions are that you'll feel in that moment. If you've already published your book, I want you to remember what that first realization was, that first notification when it came in, or you logged into your Amazon KDP dashboard and realized that, oh my goodness, somebody just bought my book. Remember that feeling. Remember that all of the excitement, all the stuff that went with that all that work was finally paying off. How can you use that emotion to empower you in your book marketing? For things like writing your back cover blurb, your Amazon book description on the book's sales page. For writing and launching your very first paid ad, And imagine, of course, for how it will empower you when you're on someone else's podcast, speaking about your book to their audience. Because he or she, the podcaster, has an audience of many hundreds or thousands of people who are interested in what your book teaches. That's a kind of a really amazing thing. And how can you also embrace gratitude? Because joy is a thing that flows out of being grateful. Happiness flows out of being grateful. So many awesome things all have their roots in being grateful. So how can you start with gratitude and launch it through all of these things? Because when you're grateful for your book sales, imagine that, being grateful that someone's willing to give you money for your book. When you're grateful for this particular thing that happens, you're way more willing to do the work that's required. And it is required, right? So the good news, of course, is that remember all that research you did when you were writing your book? All of that can also be used to help you create marketing content for your book because you've already figured out most of that stuff that's required. Pull the information out of your roadmap for author success and rework it to help you be successful in the book marketing. That's a really beautiful thing. And if you don't have a roadmap for author success yet, or even if you don't know what one is, simply put, it's your detailed roadmap for how you're going to write your book. It's the thing that contains all the pieces of the puzzle for writing and publishing your book. So it contains things like your who, your what, your when, your where, your how, your why, and your how, your outline, your full fleshed out outline, and of course your deadline for that first draft. A really well-designed roadmap for author success contains all of these elements, and you can repurpose so many of them for your book marketing copy. So if you want to write and publish your book in 2023, you haven't done it yet, or you're somewhere in the process and you want to publish Like early in January, I highly recommend for you to join me on Monday, this coming Monday, December 12th, for Unstuck, the free 5-day workshop for Christian nonfiction authors. And we will go through designing your personalized roadmap for author success. It's tailored specifically to your life, to everything that's going on for you, to the circumstances that you're constrained with. It's such a beautiful, beautiful document to help you nail down all of the things that are required to get your book out the door. And so if you show up starting on Monday and show up live at 10 o'clock in the morning on Pacific, which is when I run this, or you watch the replay later in the day, a beautiful thing is going to happen by the end of that week is you will have this complete detailed roadmap for success in your hot little hands. Excuse me while I turn off whatever that alarm is. Go to ChristianAuthorUnstuck.com and sign up. You get started Monday morning. And through the course of that week, you will have everything you need to write and publish your book. It's fantastic. It's a really great experience. And why I love doing this workshop so much is if you have doubts about whether it's possible for you, this process will literally blast those doors open, wide open, and show you that writing and publishing your book is possible not just for me or someone else you know or some other person that's famous or whatever, that it's completely possible for you. That's why I love doing this, because it's so, so empowering. So go to Christian Author Unstuck and give that a shot. I would love for you to do that, because when you do, you're going to find all those empowering bits and pieces so that you can have joy through the entire process as well. That's my promise to you. Because what is enjoyable is what gets done. It's like I talk about all the time with writing. If I schedule my writing time and I show up at those appointed hours, whether I feel like it or not, I'm going to write. Success is guaranteed, just simply by following those simple 3 steps. Your book marketing is no different. Same thing. Show up when you need to, do the thing you need to do, whether you feel like it or not, and success is inevitable. That's what I love to say. It's like, I love everything that we can do to make our success inevitable. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye for now.